Hello, idlers. This is your Colonel speaking, and today we're gonna expand on the first that first beginners video I made regarding the daily events. We're just gonna go through. We're gonna go through some of those areas again in greater depth. So we're gonna go over here to our left-hand side again, and we'll start with check-in here. Now this is pretty much the same. Every month. You're gonna get, your 30 gems. You get your 100 gems here, and then you get the 4-star hero, the scroll here, and then at the end the 200 gems and the 2 heroic scrolls here. But so this hero changes every month, and they kind of rotate through the various factions. So, for example, this month obviously is the light spirit that you're going to get, and then next month I'm not sure if it's the dark spirit or not. I don't know. But for the regular factions, you'll get, I believe it's Dragon Slayer. That was the one we got last month for the Forest faction, and then you got Mirage for the Fortress faction, and then Lutz for the Shadow faction, and then I believe it's Lord Balrog for the Abyss faction, and it's pretty much all those heroes all the time, every month as it rotates through. I do possibly recall having it be Starlight once. I could be wrong. At any rate, they're all food heroes, and again, it's just a different one every month. And this month is the light hero, which is great for me because in my bag here I am running a little short. I only have 1 light spirit here. Whoops. So and of course you need 2 for the heroic miracle. So this will be so I'll get my second here at the end of this cycle. So that's great. So next, I'm going to go down here to Daily Mail and just get our rewards. And again, I do have a monthly and a mini monthly card active at the moment. And then of course our arena rewards. So let's discuss, well, really quickly, I will say on these privilege cards, they're called the senior privilege card and the privilege card now. So there is an introductory offer here for, it's normally $14.99, as you can see. As you can see, it's usually $14.99. But there's an introductory offer. That's the one I'm on right now. It's $8.99, I believe. And then you can get the mini, or this, just the regular privilege card for $1.99 for the introductory rate instead of $4.99. So if those are good to get at some point, because I believe they'll get you to VIP 2 at least. I don't think they'll get you to VIP 3. I think you need to do a little more for that. But they'll get you to VIP 2, which is great because I believe that unlocks that unlocks the Wishing Fountain 10 draw, which is great for the Wishing Fountain event that comes around. And of course you get extra stuff here for that too. extra gold, extra loot, experience and such. Anyway, so I thought I'd just touch on that really quickly. Oh, and the other thing was the daily arena, but we'll get to that in a bit. So next, on your friend list here, always make sure you keep your friend list full, generally, if you want to get maximum hearts here, because, you know, you can get 30 per day. And obviously, you know, if you have holes there, you're not going to get your full 30 per day. And check this pretty often too, you know, if you have someone who hasn't been on for, you know, 10 days or whatever, you might want to give them the boot and pick up another friend that's actually going to be active and give you hearts. And we'll go ahead and scout. Always scout as often as you can, because it gives you gold and such. And it's, you know, every 8 hours you can scout, and that's how you find marauders. You can also fight your friends' marauders in here, and I would use up these chicken legs as quickly as possible, because if you have 10 chicken legs just sitting in there, you're not making any they're not doing anything for you. They're just, you know, they're just sitting there, sort of wasted. So anytime there's, you know, there's a marauder here that you can fight, do it. And then, of course, when you find your own marauders, you can attack them as well. And of course, when your friends kill your marauder, you will get 80. You'll get 80 gems for that. Or maybe it's fewer. I don't know. It might scale as you go up. It's 80 gems for me right now at, you know, level 169. And then if you actually land the killing blow on someone's marauder, yours or somebody else's, you'll get 320. Oh no, that's the 80 gems. Sorry. If your marauder gets killed either by you or somebody else, you'll get 320 gems, whether you were the one that killed it or not. So that's another reason to scout every day. So I believe we already talked about the tavern. So I think we covered most things. The one thing I will say here is, I don't think I talked about this last time, but you can lock these. For example, so I just locked this Dark Priest's Trouble mission, and that will just stay. It will just stay there. So so if you want to refresh all of these except for this one, you could just lock it. If you don't have enough, you know, heroes to fill it up or whatever, and then you can just do it later. I will say, however, that if your next daily quests roll around and you have a locked mission like this that you haven't filled and started doing yet, then it will give you one fewer mission up here. So instead of 7, I would get 6 if this was still locked by tomorrow. When my daily refresh comes around. So that's useful. If for example I'm just waiting for maybe one of these other missions to finish, so that I can use the hero there to finish this one, for example, I might lock it, and then when I refresh, this won't refresh with the others. So that's something useful you might need to do every now and then, especially when you have limited heroes. A certain mission might need a dark hero, for example, and you have one tied up somewhere. You can just lock it and wait until that mission is complete, and then you can pop that dark hero into this mission and start it again. So that's all I'll say about those. I think I covered everything, the tavern, pretty well last time. So, let's see, should we go to the marketplace? I think I covered this pretty well last time as well, but I will say I wouldn't purchase profit orbs here. They're expensive, and perhaps if you just need one, maybe you have 79 or something, sure, go ahead and buy this one so you can complete your profit orb mission. But otherwise, I wouldn't spend money on the profit orbs here. And I think I discussed everything else pretty well on the last video. So next, we're gonna go to the wishing fountain, and again, I talked about this last time. So it's on my lowest tier of gold here, 125. So I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh, and now it's on our mid tier, 250. So that's great. So now I'll go ahead and do my 2 spins for today, and oh, that's nice. We got the 4-star hero. That's excellent. That doesn't happen very often. It's pretty rare. So we got that too. Okay. And the only thing I'll say here is that for the Wishing Fountain event, you're gonna want, like I said, it's gonna be 300 if you haven't unlocked this the 10 times button here. 10 spins for 8 coins. Like I said, that you unlock that at VIP 2. So if you're not VIP 2, it's going to cost you 300 wishing coins in order to complete the Wishing Fountain event when it comes around. If you are VIP 2, you'll unlock this, 10 spins for 8 coins, and that way you can complete the Wishing Fountain event with only 240 coins. So, that it also saves you a lot of coins being VIP 2 on this event. Then I wanted to talk about this, the shop here. So, this, if you click on that little, I guess these are Wishing Fountain, I don't even know what they're called. What are they called? I didn't want to buy that. Oh well. So these really you only should be buying heroes here, and I have 3 right here now, so I haven't refreshed for a long time. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these off. The heroes I've seen on here are these 3 here for 8,000, and then I think I've seen a Dragon Slayer also for 8,000. I've seen Karma appears on here for about 10,000. I guess she's a little higher tier. And then I have seen an Edgar. I've seen an Edgar on here for 12,000. Those are the that's about the highest tier hero you're gonna get from this. From the Wishing Fountain shop, I guess it's called, and so that's just an idea of some of the heroes you can get here. I believe 8,000 is the lowest tier. I don't believe there's a lower tier than that. And pretty much they're all food heroes. Unless you want to make a Karma or an Edgar. You might want to, you can get those here. So, if you don't see anything you like here, go ahead and refresh. And you can just, you can generally refresh for free. I don't know how often that is, but it's probably like once a day or something like that. So that's the shop. So we discussed that. And so now let's go to our guild here. And we're going to wrap this up with our guild tonight. So you always check in here every day and get your guild coins. And of course the meal, we can get orders here. And I don't generally upgrade my orders, but you can, if you saw that little arrow up here, you can pay gems to upgrade your blue and gold quests but I generally don't. And on your raids here, you want to do your raid as often as you possibly can to make sure you're getting max guild coins. So we're gonna go ahead and blast through our quest right now. So we're gonna do a boss fight here, and so I wanted to try. I'm gonna try it here with my Valkyrie here first, and we'll see, because we're fighting the sort of a ranger killer here. We're fighting Dasmoja, so we'll see how well we do with Valkyrie, and if we don't do that well, then I'm going to come back and try it with my own Dasmoja instead of Valkyrie in here. So we'll see how well we do damage-wise. Okay, so we got 23 million, and Valkyrie, she got, 4 million, I guess. Walter still is carrying the load here. So let's just, I'm going to go ahead and see if we get better results with our Dasmoja in here, and instead of Valkyrie. Just see if that does any better. You got to experiment a little, with these different stages. See what works best. I think if Dasmoja can get his active skill off, he just did, then perhaps that will deal more damage than Valkyrie did, but we'll see. Because it hits all three and does extra damage to rangers, which they are, so. And of course this also gives me my rainbow aura, so only 19 million that time, so Dasmoja, no, he only did 2 million or so, so it's better with the Valkyrie apparently. So we'll try that next time. Anyway, so that's the guild boss. You want to fight those as often as possible, and again, you will get, it refreshes every, 16 hours, so you can fight that guy every 16 hours, and make sure you're doing it as often as possible. You get the 2 free goes, and then you can fight him for another 40 gems or 80 gems as well. And I generally only spend the 40 or 80 gems, if I can steal the top spot or steal the kill, or something like that. You do get extra guild coins if you land the killing blow, so keep that in mind. And yeah, there you go. Tick, always spend your guild coins here. Always spend your guild coins here. And I don't have enough for any of this tech right now. I'm working on my warrior tech, as you can see. We've maxed out ranger for the most part, assassin and priest. So, but always spend your guild coins here. Don't spend them at the store here. It's really not worth it. As you can see, I have bought a couple of lesser heroes here, and it's just not worth it until after you've completed all your tech first. Complete your tech trees first, and then you can, I guess, spend guild coins here if you want to. And lastly, you have Guild War here, and you'll want to join this every week. Sunday or Monday, just go ahead and jump in here and set your team right here, and just help your guild fight every week. You just have to sign up. That's all you have to do. Your guild leader will be the one who will fight the battles and things. But you'll get guild coins if you are on the team. So make sure you sign up early every week. And that is all we're going to cover today. So hopefully that was helpful. And tomorrow we'll go a little more in depth on some of those other areas that we talked about in our first beginner's video. So this is your Colonel signing off. Thank you for joining me today. And as always, karma can be a bitch, but you gotta love her. We'll see you.